Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Vincerx Pharma is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on leveraging its extensive development and oncology expertise to advance new therapies intended to address the unmet needs, particularly in the area of cancer. And with me is the CFO, Alex Seelenberger. Great to have you here at the NASDAQ. And give us an overview of the company. What is it you're doing?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me today, Jane. At Vincerx Pharma, as you all said, we're striving to conquer cancer through the creation of safe, well-tolerated medicines to cater to the unmet medical needs of cancer patients today. As you probably know, it comes to no surprise that cancer is still one of the leading causes of death worldwide. And historically, cancer treatment has always leaned on chemotherapy and radiotherapy, but those treatments tend to come with a lot of very toxic side effects, usually forcing patients to have to choose between quality of life and life itself. So over the past 15 years, new innovative medicines have come to market, like immuno-oncology and targeted therapies, aiming at bringing safer and more targeted approach to cancer, trying to address the side effects of radio and chemotherapy. However, there's still a huge amount of patients that still need a safe and effective treatment for cancer. Within cancer drugs, there are different types of cancer drugs, and one of them is called an antibody drug conjugate, or ADC. And ADCs use antibodies that are designed specifically to attach to cancer cells, and they're tethered by a purposely built molecule specifically built to kill those cancer cells. So by doing and designing this more targeted approach, the idea and the aim is to minimize the side effects that cancer treatments traditionally have over normal tissue. So over the past couple of months, even from the beginning of the year, like ADCs have been really hot in the market, specifically driven by the Pfizer Seattle Genetics acquisition. And they're really exciting to the market specifically because of this super targeted approach. However, most ADCs that are still out there in the market still have a lot of dose-limiting toxicities. And that is exactly where we come in. So thanks to our next generation bioconjugation platform, at Vincerx, we're developing very targeted new medicines that will not only attack cancer cells, but also protect healthy tissue, therefore trying to minimize the bystander effect and the overall toxicities associated with cancer treatment.
Yeah, very interesting. Tell me about your pipeline. What do you have in there, and how does that compare to other similar companies?
Sure. So within our company, our pipeline is composed of multiple investigational medicines that are bucketed within what we call a bioconjugation, which are SMDCs, or small molecule drug conjugates, and ADCs, antibody drug conjugates, that are specifically and purposely built to target tumor cells, but at the same time, save the surrounding healthy tissue of any unwanted toxicities, and therefore making it more acceptable and better tolerated by patients, thus potentially giving them the gold medicines that cancer patients and their care partners really deserve. As I mentioned before, ADCs hold a lot of promise, but they still have a lot of side effects right now. So our current platform, the bioconjugation platform that I'd mentioned, is aimed at solving all these problems through the purpose building of very specific targeted molecules that will attack specifically the cancer cells and save the healthy surrounding tissues from unwanted toxicities. Let me give you a little bit of run-throughs through our pipeline. So first, we've got what we call VIP236, which is a small molecule drug conjugate that is currently under development to treat different types of advanced metastatic solid tumors. In our preclinical analysis and tests that we did before we managed to get it into the clinic, we proved that when comparing this to the standard of care, which is what patients normally receive as treatment, we saw a significant improvement in the efficacy of our treatment, specifically in tumor reduction volumes. And right now, we are enrolling our phase 1 clinical trials since the beginning of the year, and we expect to be able to release some data by the end of the year, early next year. Then we've got what we call VIP943, which is our anti-CD123 antibody drug conjugate focused on multiple types of leukemias. In preclinical settings, we showed that this compound showed significant improvement as well of both efficacy and safety when compared to other ADCs in the market, and we're really excited about that. And we just recently announced that we initiated the enrollment on our phase 1 clinical trial focused on relapsed and refractory acute myeloid leukemia, myelodysplastic syndromes, and B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. We're expecting to release top-line data within 2024. Then a little bit behind on the pipeline, we've got what we call VIP924, which is another antibody drug conjugate that we have targeting an anti-CXCR5. And this one is being tested in multiple types of cancer, also really excited platform, and it shares a lot of the bioconjugation modules of VIP943. And last but not least, and aside from our bioconjugation platform, we have what we call enitociclib, or VIP152, which is currently being developed and tried as a combination agent in multiple types of cancer because it showed some really interesting early promises there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that very thorough explanation.
You're welcome.
Interesting how you've got all those kind of, in the pipeline coming over the next, sounds like year or so.
Yeah, we got a lot of things coming. We're really excited about that.
Yeah.
It's taken some time, but we finally feel that we're getting there.
Yeah. So Alex, the team at Vincerx is really interesting. Explain who's behind this company.
Thank you for that. I'm extremely humbled and proud of working with such an accomplished group of individuals. Our founders, CEO Dr. Ahmed Hamdi and COO Dr. Raquel Izumi, have been involved in multiple drug approvals and multi-billion-dollar acquisitions and deals. Two of the drugs that they were involved in, currently approved drugs, Calquence and Imbruvica, completely changed the landscape for patients in chronic lymphocytic leukemia and mantle cell lymphoma. Their story is so interesting that it was prominently featured in a recently released book called For Blood and Money that was released earlier this year and was very well received by the biotech community and beyond. Aside from that, a big part of our team was also involved in the development of these two drugs, and they decided that they wanted to get another go at it at Vincerx. These individuals really know how to get gold medal medicines in the hands of patients. Collectively, we have over 40 decades of biotech and pharma experience combined, with over 50 drug approvals, of which more than 70% have been in the oncology space. So in summary, we have a highly accomplished and highly motivated team that has done this before, is very well connected, has all the energy and all their will put towards Vincerx and trying to accomplish and unlock the value of bioconjugation and our bioconjugates, which is to bring out there to cancer patients well-tolerated, safe, and effective medicines for cancer patients out there.
Well, thank you so much, Alex. Very important work you're doing, and I hope you come back and update us.
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Some of these results.
I'd love to. We got a lot of milestones coming around, so maybe when we
Absolutely.
hit someone, we can come back and just tell you about them.
Would love to hear that. So thank you so much, Alex.
You're welcome.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
PetVivo has innovative tools for the management of osteoarthritis in animals. With me, the CEO, John Lai, to bring us up to date on the expansion, because you've really accelerated over the past couple of years.
So in October of 2022, we had about 50 clinics and a few states using the product. As of July, we're over 500 clinics and we're in 49 states. We got one lone holdout, Vermont. I haven't figured that one out. So we're going to get Vermont here real soon. And this is all being done just within the equine space. So we're very excited to have multiple studies that I've talked about in the past that will be coming to market for felines and canines. With those studies, it gives our distribution team and sales team ammunition in terms of educational data to the veterinary doctors, where they're, one, feeling it's totally safe, this product is safe, can't do any harm, and that will lead to adoption of the product. And they're also showing very good data in reduction of increased mobility and reduction of pain in dogs and cats and so on.
This is a great time to bring in Judd, because you talked about dogs and you're the owner of Sit Happens New York. So tell me about your business and what you're doing that involves the Spring product.
Okay, great. Thanks. Good to be here. I own a company called Sit Happens Dog Training. I'm based in New York City and on Long Island. And we've been in business about 25 years now, training all sorts of pet dogs, working dogs, etc. My experience came when my veterinarian introduced me to my last and final option that nobody really knew about yet, and hopefully everyone's going to know about sooner than later, with a dog that was nearing 15 years old, my own personal dog. Joey is a schnoodle, a Schnauzer Poodle mix, and had knee surgeries called TPLOs, and was suffering from osteoarthritis, and his knee joint was basically incapacitated, couldn't even get up off the ground. Our veterinarian said there's this new thing called Spring, we should give it a shot. So long story short, we did do this injection, and within a matter of days, it was absolute magic, absolute magic. My dog was up, walking, and on a trail within a week. So it completely saved his life, his quality of life. I had then recommended it to several other customers with dogs that were one younger, one older, one that was totally lame after a knee surgery and never bared weight. And within that first week, I was helping that person walk that dog completely normally on all fours. Absolute game changer.
Amazing. And that was really before, because you mentioned sometimes it's off label, or I don't know what the right word.
Well, yeah, so doctors, human doctors or veterinary can use the product for whatever they want. Yeah, so we have automatic clearance by the animal side of the FDA because we did this human study where the human side of the FDA declared our particles as a medical device, human medical device. So it automatically gets classified as an animal medical device. And because of that medical device designation, pet insurance covers it. So that's one of the major windfalls. So there's other new products coming out, but they're not covered under insurance. And the regimen is a lot longer in terms of injections, and the likelihood of success is much lower than ours.
Any final thoughts or any other stories you want to share?
I can tell you, I'm hoping myself to be an advocate for this product for sure. I'm going to keep promoting it as much as I can, because almost on a daily basis, I'm seeing, if it isn't a dog that I'm working with, a family, it could be their older dog, and they don't have that information. And just a total and true believer. It's funny because sometimes you see some things and you say, if I could do it, you could do it. But I've done it, and I did it, and it works, and it's great. It's amazing. And for me, it's the future of management for these types of things. It's something we haven't had before, and it's pretty amazing. So I look forward to more cases of good results.
John, any other additional information?
Just keep an eye on our website and keep up to date. Join the Twitter account, join the LinkedIn, and so on, because we provide a lot of information on that, and follow our nonprofit, PetVivoCares.org, because they're doing a lot of good things to help people.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, John, and thank you, Judd.
Thanks.
Thanks for your stories, and I'm sure pet owners will be thanking you.
Yep. Thank you, Jane.
You could buy a single stock and go all in on one company, or own the sector and invest in keeping good company. Is it so radical to be so rational? Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Go to sectorspiders.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully. Sector Spiders, the 11 sectors of the S&P 500.
Mark Kohler is a tax attorney and author, and really works on helping Main Street America understand taxes. So with me, David Fagan from Top Talent, also Mark Knoller. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about President Biden's budget proposal, where he wanted to rein in these mega Roths, which I'd never heard of before. But so what are those, and do you think that's a good proposal?
Oh, no, it's for Main Street America and what we see coming down the pipe with Social Security and the surplus there, it's really devastating.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know, Roth IRA is simply a tax deferred, but actually tax-free account. So it's kind of a sister to the 401k we're all familiar with, but you can invest it in anything you want. It grows tax-free, comes out tax-free. You can leave it to your family tax-free, and they have 10 years to pull it out. Yeah. The mega Roth is if it gets too big. The government's like, go ahead and invest, but don't be too successful and be a sheep. We want to make sure we'll take care of you. It's a little scary. So start building wealth and that American dream again. Believe I can do this. I can control my own destiny. I don't have to wait for Social Security. So self-directing your IRA, and I'm on the board of directors at directedira.com. We love to help clients invest their retirement accounts. This year, I think we'll have $1.5 billion in accounts. We don't make money on that. We're like, we'll custodial your account at our trust company, then you invest in what you want. And you go out there and do it. We don't want to hold your money, make money on it. And so it's kind of a, anti-Wall Street strategy, and where you get to invest in what you love and make more money. And self-directing is that ability to invest in, alternatives to the Main Street.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Mark. I mean, it's so interesting. Pique people's interest and go learn more. On your website or one of these conferences or something. I mean, great idea.
Thank you. There's so much information. I'm sure you just start Googling this, you'll find out no one has more books, videos, podcasts, and YouTube than me. And I really want to help the accounting industry in America just get back into it. Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Homeowners, it's time to earn up to 30% more income on your vacation rental property and say goodbye to endless rental headaches. Maximize your profitability and time when you partner with the Compass Collection. Our sophisticated approach to bookings, marketing, and revenue management is focused on delivering the ultimate level of service and success. Let us change the way you rent and unlock the full earnings potential of your property. Contact us today for your free home revenue projection at thecompasscollection.com.
Hope Tian is a self-taught oil painter, born and raised in Beijing, China. While studying at graduate school in New York State, she answered a lifelong calling of making visual art her profession. So with me is Hope, and to talk about your art, let's just start with you. Tell me about yourself.
Sure. Thanks for having me here. I am a self-taught oil painter, currently living in Eastern Massachusetts with my family. I came to the States in the late 90s. To study M.PR.A. in upstate New York. You know, still life for me is more about life and time. So for each of the paintings, after I setting up the layout, I always sat in front of the arrangement and just look at it for quite a while. At those moments, time became very still to me. There are nothing but the light, the shadows, the plants, the flowers, and the airflow. And I seem to have felt the weight of time. And just, you know, you just want to keep the time, want to grasp the moment and shape it into eternity. So still life is a paradox of still and dynamic, a paradox of momentary and forever.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so finally, what has art taught you?
So much. Art has taught me so much. But one of the most important lessons I learned from it is nothing is impossible, and it made me more fearless about living. And I just feel I'm so blessed that I have been surrounded by wonderful people such as my family, friends, the collectors around the globe, and it just feels so blessed.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming. I mean, you can tell that you're expressing yourself through the art of, what you're experiencing in life. So thank you, Hope.
It's been such a heartfelt joy to be here today, and thank you for letting me to share my thoughts about art.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing SKUR, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit SKUR at sekur.com.
Welcome to your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm M.PR.A. along with Alain Ghiai, the CEO of Sekur. So our weekly hack topic actually comes from the Hacker News, where Microsoft's AI-powered Bing chat ads may lead users to malware-disturbing sites. So Alain, let's talk a little bit about AI and some of the dangers when you join on any of these sites and you download anything, and what are some of these disturbing sites and what can they possibly do with our information?
Yes, so what's happening, I think there was a while back something similar. If you're clicking on ads to use these AI chats, a lot of them now, what they're saying is that on the Bing search engine, a lot of them will lead you to a malware. And that essentially gets into your device, whether it's your phone or laptop, and infects your entire system, whether it's downloading data or just crashing your system or maybe ransomware. We don't know. But that's the idea, is that all these systems are clickbaiting you, it's called. So you click and then boom, you open up Pandora's box. So that's what they're saying, to be very careful with these ads that promote AI chats.
Well, give me an example, because today I was looking for a service to download videos from the internet. And you're right. I mean, it led me through a puzzle of all these different links and all these different news sites. And I just finally stopped it because my instinct was like, no, do not click on any of these links. So what do people do? How can they surf and browse safely?
Well, I also get a bunch of these ads, and more you'll see you're either getting an email, you're getting a text, or you're getting an ad online. I think these hackers, essentially, these machines and these people, they are monitoring our traffic. So one of the things you should do is to get a very good VPN. Obviously, we have our Swiss-hosted, Swiss-based VPN, which will protect your true identity from malicious hackers, and it'll look like you're in Switzerland. Because if hackers are targeting, for example, I don't know, people in Oklahoma, Mississippi, things like that, and they're targeting particular regions for economic or political reasons, they're going to look at those IP addresses. If you're in Switzerland, you're not being targeted because you're outside of their purview.
And so you recently launched your VPN. For people who are interested in getting it, how easy is it for them to install or adapt the VPN on their own?
Our VPN is extremely easy to use because we only offer Swiss IP addresses, and we use our own infrastructure, so it's not hosted on third-party. A lot of these third-party VPNs, they monitor your data, they resell your traffic. So wherever you go online, they resell that traffic to advertisers. It's very easy. You go to Sekur.com. You can choose VPN. We also offer our email and messenger if you want as a bundle. But once you click on the VPN and you did your username password, then you can go and activate. You get an email confirmation and download whatever device you have, whether it's Windows, Mac, an iOS phone, or an Android. And you literally sign in and click on this little plug thing, and that's it. There's nothing to configure. It's literally 2 clicks and you're done. And then you have it on all the time, and all of your internet traffic routes through our servers in Switzerland only. The other thing, besides protecting your IP address, which is basically your digital identity, it also encrypts your traffic a lot higher because we are encrypting at a much higher level your existing connection. So you're getting the encryption benefit and you're getting the privacy benefit. And we also don't data mine you. And you can buy it for monthly or yearly packages. Super easy to use.
Perfect. I know you have a promo code for our viewers today. What would that be?
Yes, you can go to Sekur.com, SEKUR.com, and put promo code privacy, and you'll get 15% off for the next 5 years on any of our solutions. So VPN is a great first step to protect your identity and to encrypt your internet traffic. And then if you like what you see, then you can go and get the email service as well, which has other advantages as well, and other privacy protection.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Alain. Privacy has arrived with Sekur. We appreciate you joining us again.
Thanks for having me, and be careful, everyone in the internet.